Hello, welcome to our Cultural Nomads project. Today, we have the privilege of presenting to you a short conversation with Daniele Cipriani, the impresario of the magnificent ballet Gala in Rome, where we were given an opportunity to record interviews with the world's brightest stars of today. Daniele Cipriani is well recognized for the passion and vibrancy that he brought to classical dance on the European ballet scene. He had succeeded in producing numerous sold-out ballet performances for over a decade. We asked Maestro Cipriani to share his secrets for creating dance events that both audiences and dancers delight in.
Daniele, it has been 10 years since you have really converted Rome into today's world dance capital. You bring the brightest stars of the dance world to your galas here. How did you come up with the idea that changed not only the dancing scene in Rome, but also in the whole world? What is your mission in organizing the international galas?
The Gala Les Étoiles was born by chance. First, the name Les Étoiles was conceived. Then, 10 or 11 years ago, I started by inviting a great Russian star, Svetlana Zakharova. But she didn't immediately respond to my invitation. About 2 months later, before the event, I heard back from her and I decided if Svetlana Zakharova had decided to come, the project was good to go. And from there, we organized Les Étoiles for production, not only here in Rome, but also at La Fenice in Venice and at the Ravenna Festival. My mission for Les Étoiles is a rather selfish project because I love the art of dance so much that I bring these stars in for myself, first and foremost. Their level of excellence is like utopia for me. Then, of course, I want to share it with the public of Rome and Italy and all those who come to see them from across Europe.
This is a wonderful answer because during yesterday's performance, we saw how much the public enjoyed this event. But also, given the 2 years of pandemics, we saw as well how dancers were delighted to get together on stage. The gala brings a big joy for dancers as well as to the public. Your production of galas is very successful, I'd say glamorous. Yet I'm sure that the world of dance is not only glamour. Could you tell us what difficulties you overcame to present such a magnificent event in Rome and other places?
Well, there are always obstacles and difficulties, but these are not true obstacles because there is a tremendous passion for the art of dance, and the passion is always stronger than the obstacle. In the edition of 2022, there were several obstacles. First, among them was COVID. The storm in New York caused the cancellation of Daniel Simkin's flight. The COVID recovery of Maya Mahatali just 10 days before the show, Les Étoiles, meant that she didn't yet have the full briefing capacity to perform 2 pieces as it was planned. So she did only 1. But there is always an incentive to surmount these obstacles. And there are also the 2,000 spectators who come to see Les Étoiles who reward these tremendous sacrifices. Also, there were dancers like Alessandro Virelas who suffered an injury, so we had to change the program in 2022. But the result is always excellent. These stars operate at such a high level that when they perform, it's not an ordinary gala. Here they really dance. In some way, a sense of competition arises such that the desire of excellence and to always give more becomes an explosion of purity and energy, and in this way, a true world-class dance performance.
Undoubtedly, your passion helps you to overcome a lot of difficulties imposed by traumas, COVID, flights. But also, you must have a secret how to make your gala special. I think about your invitation of a surprise star as Maya Mahatelli or Alejandra Vereyes. Then the stunning new piece that openly took the theme of homosexual love. How do you keep your gala so interesting for the public?
Les Etoiles is not meant to be only a gala. It's also a chance to be able to communicate something. This past year, Italy had some racist episodes, incidents where the government crushed the hopes of passing a law that would have protected homosexual couples. So, thinking about the choreography a year and a half ago, I decided that this had to be the main message of Les Etoiles. Because Les Etoiles attracts an important audience from all over Europe, we have the task not only of presenting the great stars of dance, but of conveying positive messages and messages that can improve our community, especially given the large number of youths who come to see Les Etoiles. Yesterday, there were so many children in the audience who saw two men kissing in Touché. And love, when love is pure, is something that deserves to be respected. It really deserves it.
Thank you for this excellent answer. I was also crying yesterday while watching the piece. The world of dance had an impact on your personal life. I know that you have your own dance background, that you converted into a mission of propagating dance culture to the whole world. I think that your experience might be helpful to many dancers who seek their new paths, new fortunes in the end of their dancing career. I'm personally convinced that your own dance background helps you to create repertoires and invite stars who really shine.
I was fortunate to have discovered early on that my talent was not in turnouts, turns, or jumps, but in production. So I studied dance from a young age until the final year of the program. But the day after graduation, I stopped dancing as professional practice to dedicate myself completely to my work today. Yes, I have a diploma of a dancer, but I use the knowledge of dance that I have in my body for my today's work. It helps. Repertory for galas comes from a conversation with a dancer. There are always new works that I present. For instance, the pas de deux from Spartacus that you saw yesterday. The two stars danced it together for the first time. The same goes about Touché, the ballet where I brought Sergio Bernal and Calvin Royal III on stage together.
I think it is wonderful to share your passion for dance with the public and dancers you invite. Could you please tell how to keep dance, particularly classical dance, relevant to the constantly changing and constantly evolving world? How can we stage dance interesting to as many people as possible?
Well, repertory ballet is always interesting. I can remember one performance of Les Etoiles at the Teatro Lirico in Cagliari with a live orchestra. I put into the same program the Pas de Deux, Le Corsaire twice. We did it in one evening with a couple from the Bolshoi, led by Ivan Vasiliev, and then with a couple from Mariinsky with Vladimir Shklarov. So yes, it was the same ballet, but danced in two completely different styles. Ballet always offers something new because each school, the Danish school with its Bournonville style, famous, for example, for the Ballet Flower Festival in Genzano, or the St. Petersburg school with its Vaganova style, the French school. Of course, it's the same ballet. Swan Lake is Swan Lake, but it can be danced in a variety of ways.
You really believe in the mission of dance that can change the world. But I think from what you've explained to us, you want to educate people in terms of how to love and how to understand ballet better so they can keep the experience for their whole life. Is there an educational mission?
I think that through beauty, masterful technique, and grand excellence, and through the emotional profundity that these stars can convey at this level, dance can brighten our lives, if only for a couple hours. So with dance, one becomes better, pure. I hope that with this, with Les Etoiles, we can make people better. I don't presume to be able to do this, but beauty always helps.